Hello students, welcome to standard 10th geometry class. Children, in last video lecture we have started our new chapter number 10, circles, and I have introduced you about the definition of circle. We have seen different components of the circle like radius, diameter, chord, then arc of a circle, sector of a circle, segment of a circle. We have also seen what are the tangents and in this chapter we are going to learn very important property of tangent and the radius. So let us begin with the very important theorem related to the radius and the tangent to the circle. So before starting, let me revise once again what is tangent to the circle. It is a line in the plane of the circle which intersects the circle at only one point, right? So let us see the statement of this theorem. The tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. What does it mean? It means you have given a circle with center O. You have given a tangent line. See, this xy is a tangent line which intersects the circle at point P. That means point P is point of contact, and you have to prove that this radius OP, it is perpendicular to this tangent xy at point P, right? So write down the given things first. We are given a circle with center O and a tangent xy to the circle at a point P. To prove that OP, which is the radius of the circle, is perpendicular to xy. Now let us see how to prove that. So to prove this, we have to take a point Q on the tangent line xy, right? So children, tell me, where does this point Q will lie? Definitely point Q will lie outside the circle. Why? What is the reason? Because we know the tangent and the circle, they have only one point common in them, and that is point P. Other than this P, if we take any other point on this line xy, definitely it is going to lie outside the circle. We have also discussed all those points whose distance from the center of the circle is greater than radius, they will lie in the exterior of the circle. So that is why this point Q must lie outside the circle. So therefore this line segment OQ, it is longer than the segment OP, radius OP, right? So OQ greater than OP. Now you go on taking points on this line, tangent line xy. Every time you will find that this OP is the shortest length, right? Because every time the point will lie outside the circle. So OP is the shortest of all the distances of the point O to the points of xy. So therefore OP is perpendicular to xy. Why OP perpendicular to xy? Because we know that the perpendicular distance is the shortest of all the distances. And here if we take any other point on this line xy, every time you will find this OP distance is the shortest distance. Therefore radius OP is perpendicular to tangent xy at point P. So from this theorem, we can frame the statement that radius is perpendicular to the tangent at its outer end, or you can say radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Both are correct. Now let us begin with our exercise 10.1. Very simple objective type questions. Question number 1. How many tangents can a circle have? So children, circle consists of infinite number of points, and you know at every point we can draw a tangent. So therefore infinite number of tangents can be drawn to a circle. Question number 2. Fill in the blanks. A tangent to a circle intersects it in dash points. So in how many points tangent intersects the circle? At 1 point. So what is the answer? Answer is 1. Second, fill in the blanks. A line intersecting a circle in 2 points is called a dash. So this also we have already discussed. The line in the plane of the circle which intersects the circle in 2 distinct points is called a secant. Right? Fill in the blanks. Number 3. A circle can have dash parallel tangents at the most. So children, a circle can have at the most 2 parallel tangents, and they can be drawn at the ends of the diameter. So at the most you can draw 2 parallel tangents to the circle which is at the end points of the diameter. Remember this we are going to prove afterwards. Now fourth one, the common point of a tangent to a circle common point to a tangent and the circle is called, what is that point called? Point of contact. Right? Where the line touches the circle at only 1 point, that point is called point of contact. Now we will see the number of tangents that can be drawn to a circle from different position or from a point on a circle. So we'll take 3 different positions of the point and let us see how many tangents can be drawn to the circle. So the first position or first point, in this you can see in the diagram, point P is inside the circle. So when the point is inside the circle, how many tangents can be drawn? No tangent to a circle passing through a point lying inside the circle. Right? We cannot draw tangent to the circle. In that case, the line will intersect the circle in 2 distinct points. Here, see. The line intersects the circle in 2 distinct points, and such lines are called secant lines. So it is not possible to draw a tangent when the point is inside the circle. Now the second position, this time the point is on the circle and there is one and only one tangent to a circle passing through a point lying on the circle. So this is the diagram given here. If a point is on the circle, we can draw one and only one tangent at that point. Now third position, this time the point is outside the circle. So there are exactly 2 tangents to a circle through a point lying outside the circle. So see here, we have drawn two tangents to the circle from a point outside the circle, and a very interesting property is related to this third point. That property is that these two tangents which are drawn from the exterior point to the circle, they are equal in length, and this is what we are going to prove next. Yes. So our next theorem is based on the tangents drawn from the exterior point. So the statement of the theorem is the length of the tangents drawn from an external point to the circle are equal. Right? So we have drawn one circle with center O. Point P is outside the circle. From this point P, we have drawn two tangents here, right? And we have to show that these two tangents, PQ and PR, they are equal in length. So let us begin with the proof. Whatever is given, note down once again. We have a circle with center O and a point P lying outside the circle. Now two tangents PQ and PR drawn to the circle from point P, right? And to show that, or to prove that, this PR is equal to PQ. Children, always remember, when we say length of the tangent, it is the distance from that exterior point up to the point of contact. You can extend this tangent further, but while measuring the length, we measure from point P up to the point of contact. Okay, remember this. So that means this PQ segment should be equal to PR segment. And how we can prove this? Let us see. So the construction, you join these exterior points like this OP length, OR length and OQ length. Join everything, so you will get two triangles here. So here in the diagram, so you have two triangles OPQ and OPR. Now here OQ is the radius and PQ is a tangent. And just now we have proved our first theorem that radius is perpendicular to the tangent at its outer end. So by that theorem, this angle PQO is equal to 90 degree. Right? Similarly, OR is the radius and PR is a tangent. So again, by that first theorem, this radius is perpendicular to the tangent at its outer end. So that is why this angle PRO is also equal to 90 degree. Right? Now you consider triangle OQP and ORP. These two triangles. In these two triangles, this angle Q is equal to angle R, both 90 degree. OP is the common side and OQ is equal to OR. What is the reason? They are radii of same circle. So therefore, this triangle OQP is congruent to triangle ORP by which criteria? RHS criteria, because this hypotenuse and one side is congruent to corresponding hypotenuse and the corresponding side of other triangle. So in this way, these two triangles, they are congruent by RHS rule. And once the triangles are congruent by CPCT, their corresponding parts are equal. So by that you will get PQ is equal to PR, which are the remaining sides of the congruent triangle. So by CPCT you will get PQ is equal to PR, and this is what we want. So in this way we have proved that the tangents drawn from the exterior point to the circle, they are equal in length. I hope you have understood this theorem. This is very important. This can be asked for 3 marks in the boards. Now MCQ questions. A tangent PQ at a point P of a circle of radius 5 cm meet a line through the center O at a point Q so that OQ is equal to 12 cm. So what is the length PQ? So here is the diagram. A circle with center O, radius 5 cm. On the tangent there is one point Q, so that its distance from the center is 12 cm, and we have to find the length PQ. So by that first theorem, OP is the radius and PQ is the tangent. So radius is perpendicular to the tangent at its outer end. Therefore this triangle OPQ is a right angle triangle. So apply Pythagoras theorem here. So PQ is equal to, I have directly written square root of OQ square minus OP square. You can do by your own method, or you can go by stepwise. That Pythagoras theorem, OQ square is equal to OP square plus PQ square. Then we want length PQ, so shift OP on the other side. So you will get its answer as square root of 119, and which is your option D. Hence the correct option is option D. So these are 1 mark questions. Now we have some homework questions for you. So you note down this. Similar type. Find the length of the tangent drawn to a circle with radius 7 cm from a point 25 cm away from the center. So here the distance of that exterior point from the center is given, radius is given. You have to find the length of the tangent segment. Now next is, a point P is 26 cm away from the center of the circle, and the length of the tangent drawn from P to the circle is 24 cm. Find the radius of the circle. So this time length of the tangent segment and the distance of the point from the center is given, and you have to find the radius of the circle. So in all the cases you are going to apply that first theorem. What is that theorem? Radius is perpendicular to the tangent at its outer end or at the point of contact. So every time you will get a right angle triangle, apply Pythagoras theorem. 2 lengths are given to you. You can find out the third length very easily. So I hope you will do these sums. These are important. One sum of this type is definitely going to come in the exam. So that's all for today's lesson, children. We'll meet in the next lesson. Till then, goodbye.